Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash at the garage, where badge hype gets kicked to the curb, spec sheet worship goes straight to the glove box, and what you're left with is raw, no-nonsense road truth. If you're new here, this is the place where press kits get ignored and cars are judged not by legacy, but by what they bring to the blacktop today. So hit that subscribe button and buckle up, because what we've got today is a big one. Exterior: we're talking about the 2026 Subaru WRX STI. Yes, it's back, it's boosted, and it's bolder than ever. Subaru took their time cooking this one, and after the somewhat lukewarm response to the last generation WRX, fans were practically begging for something with real bite. Well, Subaru might have just listened, or at least, they finally decided to bring the STI badge back with something to prove. Right off the bat, you know this isn't your average WRX. The front end has been completely redesigned. The aggressive doesn't even begin to cover it. There's a sharper hood scoop that looks like it was pulled from a fighter jet, flanked by new LED headlights that finally ditch the insect eye vibe for something more chiseled and sinister. The grille's wider, the bumper's more sculpted, and those functional aero vents actually serve a purpose now, a channeling air to help cool the Brembo brakes lurking behind those 19-inch forged alloys. The whole front fascia screams intent. This isn't the wannabe rally car anymore. This thing looks like it just stepped out of a gravel stage and onto the street. Swing around to the side, and you get the same muscular silhouette, but tightened up. The flared fenders are still here, but now they feel more integrated. You've got sharper character lines running from the front arch to the rear quarter, and the side skirts are now finished in carbon fiber on the Performance and Launch editions. Subaru didn't go crazy with unnecessary creases or fake vents, and that restraint gives the car kind of quiet confidence. There's real purpose in the way this car sits. It's low, wide, and planned today just how an STI should be. And yes, at the back, the legendary wing is back, but don't worry, it's not oversized and boy racerish like the ones from the early 2000s. It's more sculpted, a bit more subdued, but still unmistakably STI. Underneath that wing, you've got quad titanium-tipped exhausts that bark like they've got something to prove, and a more aggressive rear diffuser setup that helps with high-speed stability. Taillights are slimmed down and smoked out, and the whole rear profile feels tighter and meaner. The WRX STI doesn't just look fast, it looks like it's itching for a fight. Interior: step inside, and Subaru finally addressed the cabin. No more plasticky, Econobox vibes. The 2026 STI's interior is a serious upgrade. You're greeted by a flat-bottomed, Alcantara-wrapped steering wheel with contrast stitching and an STI badge that actually means something now. Behind it, a fully digital 12.3-inch driver display gives you real-time boost, torque vectoring readouts, and even rally-style G-meters. It's clean, sharp, and highly customizable. Front seats are heavily bolstered Recaro, standard on all trims, and they grip you like a proper track day machine. Red stitching is everywhere, from the door panels to the center armrest, and carbon fiber inlays run across the dash and doors, but not in that cheesy, fake way. It feels tactile, it feels intentional. The 11.6-inch vertical touchscreen carries over from the standard WRX, but software has been optimized, a faster, cleaner UI, and now with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto that actually works reliably. The controls are still embedded in the screen, which isn't ideal, but Subaru has added redundant physical toggles for volume, fan speed, and defrost. Thank the rally gods for that. Rear seat space, still decent for a compact performance sedan. Headroom and legroom are perfectly usable for adults, and the trunk is surprisingly deep, enough for a set of tires if you're hitting the track. No one's buying an STI for its practicality, but it doesn't hurt that it's still a car you can live with Monday to Friday. Now let's talk about the real stuff, performance. This is where Subaru dropped the hammer. Performance: under the hood sits a new 2.4-liter turbocharged flat 4. But don't roll your eyes just yet, because this isn't the same FA24 as the regular WRX. Subaru's engineers have massaged the internals, cranked up the boost, and reworked the cooling system. The result: 368 horsepower and 361 pounds-feet of torque, sent to all four wheels via a revised symmetrical AWD system with an electronically controlled center diff. And yes, the 6-speed manual is still here. Praise be, it's tighter, shorter, and more responsive than ever, with the new auto-rev match function that can be toggled on or off. 0-60, Subaru claims 4.3 seconds. But real-world testing shows the launch edition can dip into the high threes with a proper launch. Top speed sits around 165 miles per hour, but more importantly, this STI handles. The suspension's been retuned with adaptive dampers that finally allow for some comfort in daily driving, and when you flick it into Sport Sharp, everything tightens up as the steering gets heavier, throttle response sharpens, and the AWD system pushes more torque to the rear for better rotation. The new dual mode exhaust is another win. Keep it in comfort mode and it's surprisingly tame, but hammer the throttle and sport and it opens up with the snarling growl that finally gives the boxer engine the voice it deserves. It pops, crackles, and roars a bit, never in a synthetic, piped-in kind of way. It's real, mechanical, and raw. On twisty roads, the car feels alive. Turn-in is immediate, body roll is nearly non-existent, and you can actually feel the torque shifting mid-corner to help you carve tighter lines. It's still a rally-bred machine at heart, but now it feels just as capable on tarmac as it does on gravel. Fuel economy? Don't ask. It's rated at 19 mpg city and 25 highway, but if you're worried about gas mileage in an STI, you're probably shopping in the wrong segment. Pricing starts at $45,995 for the Bass STI, which is now anything but basic. You're getting the upgraded engine, the new interior, and that rally-ready drivetrain all standard. Step up to the performance package at $49,500 and you add adaptive dampers, Recaro, and forged wheels. The launch edition tops out around $53,000, but gets you exclusive paint options, special badging, and a few cosmetic tweaks. Considering what you're getting, it's still a performance bargain, especially when rivals like the Recaro and Golf R push similar price tags but can't quite match the STI's unique rally DNA. So here's the bottom line. The 2026 Subaru WRX STI is back, and it's the real deal. Subaru took their time, listened to the criticism, and delivered a machine that finally lives up to the legendary badge. It's aggressive without being obnoxious, refined without losing its raw edge, and most importantly fun as hell to drive. Is it perfect? Number. The infotainment could still use physical controls, and the rear wing might be a bit too subtle for old-school STI fans. But for a car that's meant to stir the soul, grip the road, and still get you to work on Monday without breaking your back, this thing hits all the right notes. That's all from Car Flash, where we don't chase the hype, we drive through it. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, drop a comment below with what you think of the new STI. And don't forget to subscribe for more no-fluff reviews just like this. We've got more metal to test, more myths to bust, and a whole lot of pavement left to cover. Till next time, drive hard and stay unfiltered.